everybody. It is Monday. I hope y'all had a good weekend. And I'm glad that you're here back with me to continue our year of self-care. Let's see what we have in store for us this week. How are we going to support our thriving? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's see what shows up. Okay. Ooh, this is an important one. Friendship. Call a friend. Just call them. Just reach out. What you doing? What you up to? How's it going? How many times does somebody cross your mind and you think, oh, I should reach out to that person. I should give them a call. And then maybe fear sets in, or oh, I bet they're busy, or you just get distracted by other things and then you don't make the connection. That happens. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. I love that. What a friend can do, right? Friends, real quality friends, have this way of seeing us, supporting us, caring for us. What's really so is that so many people who have experienced sexual trauma really struggle when it comes to connections. Many of my clients struggle with same gender connections, whether they're men or women. Men struggle to build relationships with men. Women struggle to build relationships with women. And then, of course, just general all around difficulty connecting. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense, right? We know that one of the things that happens if you've experienced childhood trauma is that you grow up a little bit faster, right? And so oftentimes there's this sense of not belonging, not fitting in with your peers. You know, the things that you're thinking about and feeling and processing and dealing with might set you apart from other children. And I think we feel that very distinctly. I remember, a very clear moment after the abuse began when I went to hang out with my girlfriends and we were doing the same things we'd always been doing, coloring and just talking and playing and jumping around. And yet that day I felt disconnected from it all. I remember having a really clear thought of like, this is all stupid. All right. All of a sudden, it had all become very stupid and trite and meaningless because I had this very big thing that was happening to me that felt like it was all consuming and really important. And so that began, kind of that sense of separation and detachment from other people. And then that just, continued on. But the good news is, certainly as I've walked my own, journey of healing and processing all of that, we can really develop nice relationships. We can come back into, connection and relationship with other people. Yeah, there's some work to do there. We have to overcome things like shame because we have to feel worthy of love first and foremost. We cannot go out and create connections until we really have that strong sense of self. Otherwise, we might become chameleons and constantly be changing and, who we are and how we're showing up and trying to fit in. We might end up, not being able to set boundaries, with people. So I think there is some foundational work, which is, one of the reasons why in Beyond Surviving, we do work things in a particular order. We work with all that shame. We work with, the context of sense of self and boundaries before we get into any of the work around building connections. A lot of times, I remember in therapy, right, my therapist would say, well, just go out and make some friends, right? Yeah, okay, sure, I'll just go out and make some friends, even though I don't feel worthy of love, even though it scares me to death to trust anyone, even though I don't want to be vulnerable, even though I don't know how to talk about the experiences that I've had without freaking people out. So yeah, I'll just go out and make some friends. Sure, let's do that. Ugh. So, again, order of operations. We really think about in Beyond Surviving what we need to do when. And so we build in all of those foundations before we get into the work of going out. But that being said, friendship is definitely one of the things that helps us to thrive. We need connection. One of the things that I love that Brene Brown says is that connection happens when we feel seen, heard, and valued without judgment. Do you have that in your life? Even just one person is enough. If you don't have at least one person in your life, one space in your life where you have a sense of feeling seen, heard, and valued, I do want to encourage you this week to think about that. What would have to shift and change in order for you to create that kind of connection? And maybe you're ready to go out and do that, and some things have been holding you back, and so okay, what are those things that are holding me back, and how can we overcome those fears? Take that action. Maybe you're recognizing, I have a little bit of work to do, but that's something that I'm longing for and something that I want in my life, and I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go do the work to set myself up to be ready to be in connection with others, because we do so need it to thrive. And oftentimes, again, that place of relationship where we get reflected, people see us, and being seen is another level of healing, because so many of us who experience trauma want to just hide, right? We want to just separate and withdraw. And we have this idea, if people really get to know me or really see me, they're going to be disgusted. They're not going to like what they learned. They're going to judge me and reject me. And again, that comes back to the shame. How are we holding the experiences that we've had? So all in all, I hope you'll take some food for thought from what I've shared with you today and really begin to examine connection in your life. Do you have community? Do you have core relationships? If you're missing out on either of those, what's getting in the way, and what steps or support can you put in place to help you get there? I also want to give you all a friendly reminder that my group program for women is starting August 2nd, and I only have 3 spots remaining. So spots are filling up now, more and more. So be sure to reach out if you'd like to learn more about that. You can go to rachelgrantcoaching.com/group-program, or you can just shoot me an email, coach@rachelgrantcoaching.com. As always, take really good care of you, and I'll see y'all next time.